Shalom. Thanks for joining today. Uh, Today I'm talking about an adult subject. Let's let you know that. Um, but I'm gonna tell you, I pray against self-deception. One of my mantras is, "Father, protect me from all hurt, harm, danger, disease, and especially self-deception." Because I have been deceived um, many times in my life. And I can't blame other people because I accepted what they said and then internalized it and believed it myself. Um, and Father wants us to be free in every area of our lives. Especially, I want freedom in those areas that I don't even know I'm bound. Okay, that's self-deception, and because I don't want to be bound to the darkness that we've been taught in this world, thinking it was light. Okay, an example. When I was 17, I was still a virgin, and I started school, college that fall, and that October I would have been 18. But during that first semester, my aunt from Detroit came to visit. That was my mother's sister, and we were all the three of us standing around talking, and I forget what the conversation was, but then the conversation took a turn. And I think my aunt looked at me and asked me, was I still a virgin? And so I said yes, thinking that I would be um, applauded for that. But my mother and her looked at each other and they said, "Girl, don't you know? Now, you know your auntie, Eloise." Now, that was my dad's sister. Now, she was in a mental hospital, but she was in a mental hospital because she had a thyroid condition that back in the 50s, they didn't diagnose it. And I guess it went so far that she had to be, she was hospitalized, and she was in a until almost to the end of her life when they put her like in a halfway home or something like that. But anyway, she was a beautiful young lady, and had a son and a husband. And just when that thyroid thing, she went in a mental institution. Okay, but now the old wives' tale, okay, kicked in. They said, Eloise, now she was a virgin way after she was 21 when she got married to Bill, okay? and and she lost her mental health. So if your mental health at stake, if you're a virgin now, because you need to get that over with before you turn 21 for sure. I'm telling you, that scared me because I had seen Eloise in the mental institution because my grandmother had taken me to see her. So when I kind of digested all of that. So when I went back to school, I was on a mission to save my mental health. Okay. But I'm going to tell you, I allowed myself to take in that, I only think I call it rope-a-dope, okay, stuff. But people are always trying to make you fit their paradigm. And it was no such thing back then, I think, as you do a Google search on that, because I searched that and that would have come up and been debunked in a moment. But I allowed myself to be compromised by an old wives' tale, because even if I had known the truth, and I would have known fornication don't equal holy. Okay, it don't, no kind of way. So even what I said, and I could do some things or not do some things. Some people get it and some people won't, but we have to stand on our own for what we know as truth. And you're not going to know the truth unless you study the word. You just not. Because Father is crying out to us for us to understand His truth. And we can't afford to fit in any paradigm or some other people, because if we do, we won't hear the cry of wisdom and the cry of truth for us to be better in our lives. We just won't hear it. And I have to believe, and we all have to believe what His word says about us, which means we have to ignore what people are saying. Those are the voices that it says His sheep do not follow. And there are things, world systems, family, friends, social, cultural traditions that we're going to have to know who we are to push back against that. Because like as Daniel, the prophet Daniel said, Daniel 11:32, the people who know their Elohim, and that means if I know him, I know what he thinks about me and what he expects of me, we shall be strong and will do exploits. And the exploits we do will be holy exploits. Thanks for listening. Remember to like and share and subscribe if you haven't. Shalom.